tuned to X-Play next.
Today on X-Play, we get our hands on a Nintendo DS. Plus, violent fun with ragdoll physics and, backed by popular demand, porn games. Yes, we've stooped to this. It's game time. Not quite as cute as a baby deer, but close. It's Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
You know, sometimes I walk like a newborn baby deer, but that's only one I smell like.
Yes. And welcome to X-Play, the show where we get to touch the Nintendo DS before you do. It's sleek and shiny, like a dolphin.
And it has two screens, like a futuristic dolphin. That also works as TV.
Yes. On today's show, we will be taking an in-depth look at some of the new games on the Nintendo DS. The brand new handheld from the makers of the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, but that's not all. We also have a highly anticipated new Mario game.
And soccer, because somewhere in the world, people can't get enough of the football.
Could it be Brazil?
Maybe. We also have X-Play's tribute to ragdoll physics. In other words, we have video game characters dying in spectacularly acrobatic ways, just as nature intended.
Plus, later in the show, something that exploits pixels instead of people.
In other words, we have video game porn.
The world is a beautiful place. Flowers.
But we begin tonight with a closer look at the new handheld from Nintendo, the DS.
We saw the hardware for the first time at E3, and now we're coming back for a second look. The Nintendo DS. What does DS stand for? Nintendo dipshit? Distracted student? Dork speedo? Dumb sumbitch? No? Well, it's not dual screen either. As it turns out, the DS really stands for Developer System because of the new game ideas Nintendo believes it will spawn. With Wi-Fi support to play online, a touchscreen, and voice recognition, Nintendo may not be too far off base. But what good is a system without games? Luckily, Nintendo has already shown plenty running on the unit. Let's have a look. One of the most basic demonstrations of the DS is Picture Chat. You'll be able to send written messages and pictures to friends, as well as chat on a keyboard. It may look simple, but table hockey demonstrates how the two screens can be used as one. Beyond the tech demos, there are plenty of real games in development for the DS that were already running on real hardware at E3. Metroid Prime Hunters is a 4-player shooter that allows you to blast other DS owners wirelessly. You tap the stylus on the touchscreen to shoot, and it's easily the most visually impressive DS game. Super Mario 64x4 includes Super Mario 64 in its entirety, along with a 4-player battle mode where the bottom screen acts as a map. And yes, you can fly. WarioWare DS brings the incredibly addictive gameplay from the GBA version online with all new mini-games that use the system's unique capabilities. Mario Kart for the DS will finally bring that simple yet addictive racer online. That's right, online Mario Kart. Start saving your bells. Animal Crossing DS will be an online version of the addictive village simulation. Build your crib, customize your clothing, and much more. What would a new Nintendo system be without a new Mario Brothers game? This new Mario Brothers looks to use both 2D and 3D to great effect. There are already over 100 developers working on DS games, and since it's backwards compatible with the Game Boy Advance, it will have a huge library out of the gate. Currently scheduled for release at the end of 2004, we'll have much more on the Nintendo DS in the coming months. When we first saw that the DS was playable at E3, we were quite impressed. I think my favorite, though, was the touchscreen part of it, because Metroid Hunters, it's so much more engaging. Plus, for WarioWare, it's perfect for the fast pace of that game. So, yay!
I wonder if it's going to come in pink. Now, of course, you can't mention the DS without talking about the other major handheld unveiled at E3, the Sony PSP.
Now, anything we say about the PSP, of course, is based on the specs Sony has released, because as of now, there still isn't anything playable on it.
Now, ostensibly, the PSP will have far superior graphics than the DS and only one screen.
But so far, no one has seen it running, so who knows? It could be on a sheet.
So, as soon as it is, we'll bring you in-depth coverage on that handheld, too.
In-depth coverage? What are we, Nightline?
Oh, Nightline has production values. Anyway, now we're going to give Game Boy Advance fans something they've been waiting for.
Another Pokemon game. Pokemon Beige or Pokemon Puce, perhaps?
No. Thank goodness. It's a game that reunites two of Nintendo's most beloved characters, Mario and Donkey Kong.
Ah, yes, the giant barrel-throwing monkey and tiny Italian stereotype who launched an empire. Here's a review of Mario versus Donkey Kong. The lifelong battle between Mario and Donkey Kong is escalating again, and no amount of conflict intervention or NATO peacekeepers is going to squash it. We recommend you prepare yourself for the worst. Mario vs. Donkey Kong is a clever, engaging, and challenging little puzzle game that feels like a love letter to Nintendo from Nintendo. Most of its gameplay elements harken back to what you might call classic Nintendo games, and it's insane just how well they're implemented in the current game. The premise is simple. One day, Donkey Kong is watching TV and catches a commercial advertising the new Mini Mario toys. They're all the rage, and Donkey Kong totally wants one. But upon reaching the nearest toy store, he finds them all sold out. DK decides to bust into the factory and steals a whole mess of them, which is wrong, of course.
Hey, come back here! Oh, your mommy.
Being the hands-on plumber that he is, Mario sets out to personally retrieve every toy stolen by Donkey Kong, and, well, that's that.
Gotcha!
The game is a combination of platform puzzler, with levels designed around Mario's diverse ability set. And in Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the man can do a whole slew of stuff. And who would want to do that? The game's best levels are the ones that require you to think on your feet in regards to Mario's crazy moveset, while trying to piece together the right path towards victory. At first glance, the game can seem pretty easy, but when it finally gets challenging, it gets insane. There are 6 worlds in the game, each of which is comprised of 8 sub-stages. The penultimate stages have Mario leading a train of mini Marios into a box located at the end of the stage. The challenge being keeping them intact throughout the course.
Mamma mia!
So, all said and done, Mario vs. Donkey Kong just falls a little short of being the perfect handheld game. The richly entertaining gameplay can be enjoyed in tiny nuggets, and simply put, it's beautifully designed. There are times when I want to rip out Mario's vocal cords because he won't shut up.
Here we go!
Shut it! Zip it!
Mamma mia!
Games like this are arguably what Nintendo does best, and it shows. We're giving it a 4 out of 5.
Mamma mia!
In recent years, Bowser's been the big bad of all Mario games, so it's nice to see Donkey Kong back in action.
Yeah, see, Donkey Kong is kind of like jelly bracelets of video games. Now, big in the early 80s, huge slump in the 90s, and now very fashionable all over again.
You know, please never bring a discussion of fashion and the video game industry together on the show.
People write us to talk about your wardrobe all the time.
Do not consider an email entitled, "Adam, your shirt so ugly my penis fall off a discussion." It's a fact.
Coming up, because the world needs another soccer game, it's UEFA Euro 2004.
This portion of G4 Tech TV is brought to you by Levi's Jeans, a style for every story.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have.
Pickup truck beds have suffered cruel and undeserved punishment.
Luckily, an end to the horror is in sight. Thanks to Toyota, the all-new Tacoma's revolutionary composite inner bed will never rust, never dent.
For less than 3 soy mocha lattes a day, you can have your own Tacoma and stop truck bed abuse forever. Won't you help?
The all-new Tacoma. Now that's moving you forward.
Yeah! Get some! Oh! Oh, God!
Feel the power of the new Nokia N-Gage QD from Singular. Insane graphics and the latest titles. Get yours at Singular Wireless, rated T for teens.
The ring of power has been found. Tomorrow, the WB presents. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the land in darkness. He's seeking it. The HD event of the season. The network television premiere. The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Tomorrow on the WB. Plus, during the movie, catch a sneak peek of the new game Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Ever wondered what it's really like to be a soldier?
What do you got?
I have a sit rep from Alpha Company.
PT ready to be verified! Verified!
Put yourself in the picture with this free video. You'll see over 200 great jobs in the Army and over 180 in the Army Reserve. You'll also see what skills you learn, how you can earn money for college, even what soldiers do in their free time. Call 1-800-984-ARMY now and get this free t-shirt and your free video. Put yourself in the picture and see what it's really like to become an Army of One.
Ms. Pac-Man's back, along with 4 other arcade classics. Just plug it and play it. An entire arcade inside one joystick. Rated E for everyone. Batteries not included. TV games.
X-Play, next.
Feel free to fire them. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That's quite a freedom to exercise. Wow.
Welcome back to X-Play, the show where Adam and I cover every game out there, even if it's just like another game we already reviewed.
We're that thorough. So thorough, in fact, that later in the show, we have sex.
Ooh.
And violence. Feels good. Yes, coming up, we have the graceful death ballet of ragdoll physics and the grotesque and oddly arousing porn of singles. Flirt up your life.
See, it's like The Sims with full frontal nudity, which is much more frightening than you think.
But first, we have a soccer game.
Okay, we've already reviewed a lot of them this year.
FIFA 2004.
World Tour Soccer 2005.
Winning 11-7.
And Freestyle Street Soccer, in which war and gangs settle their differences by playing soccer.
Yes, that's how gangs always settle their differences. Oh, and they shoot each other.
Right. But now we have yet another new soccer game that appeals to a very specific part of the soccer spectrum.
People who like Portuguese soccer tournaments, and I'm sure there are some of you out there. Anybody? You?
Well, luckily, we're syndicated in many foreign countries where people do care. So, por favor, aquí está nuestra visión de UEFA Euro 2004 Portugal.
You know, in Portugal, they actually speak Portuguese and not Spanish.
Lo siento, smartass.
Seeing the title UEFA Euro 2004 Portugal on store shelves will probably cause the same emotion for the casual American gamer. Confusion. To clarify, UEFA, or the Union of European Football Associations, sponsors a 16-team tournament held every 4 years, like the Olympics, except America doesn't come home with the boatload of medals. And when I say football, I'm not talking about the wholesome patriotic kind. I am, of course, referring to that pathetic excuse for a sport that a communist invented to corrupt the minds of the American children.
That's a really dangerous challenge.
But once you get past the confusion followed by the intense anger, the game isn't bad.
That's a tremendous penalty.
Euro 2004 features 21 authentic stadiums, all 51 participating European nations, and each club's real-life players. Yeah, like I know who the hell that is. As expected, the UEFA Euro 2004 tournament is the heart of the game, where the 16 qualifying teams are divided equally into 4 groups and receive 3 points for each win. Other modes include Situation, which lets you create a specific scenario by setting the score for each side.
Oh, what about that?
Tournament has you building your own tourney apart from the UEFA Euro 2004. PK Shootout, which involves practicing penalty kicks over and over again.
Yes, beat the keeper, no trouble at all.
And Friendly Mode, where the players try not to swear at each other quite so much.
Oh, dear me, what a bad foul.
Fortunately, it matters not if you're familiar with the players representing each European nation, as the interface is designed for instant recognition of a highlighted player's abilities. A status bar along the bottom of the screen contains all the information you need to quickly plan out your strategy. Oh, just kick the damn thing already. The default camera angle offers the best view of the action, a side view with a perspective high above the field that makes passing lanes easy to spot. The animations are first-rate, with moves such as diving headers and nutmegs, which I've been informed means dribbling the ball through an opponent's legs. Why are these guys holding their hands down there? Don't the commies believe in Tenactin?
Oh, somebody check the board.
The computer AI is pretty intelligent, which means you'll need to actually think to win. Yes, it is going to take more than tapping a button thanks to the inclusion of a separate power gauge. Damn, here's my game plan. Those who tire the computer can search for competitors online in an intuitive online matchmaking service.
Well, Ali, perhaps you've got a better view of that than I did.
But my favorite aspect of the game has got to be the accent on the announcer.
Ali McCoy to tell us about the team.
Playing with a straightforward 4-4-2 formation today.
What the hell did he say? Though the quality of the on-screen action and online play elevate UEFA Euro from a lesser soccer title.
Good tackle.
Still can't hide the fact that soccer is a common game for sissies.
And that's the end of the game.
3 out of 5.
Commie game for sissies?
Okay, I might have been exaggerating. Soccer hooligans don't beat me, but the regular hooligans can keep hitting me as always.
Up next! Are people supposed to bend like that?
Hey, no, hey.
Okay, here.
Here.
All right.
All right, my man.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking double because of Domino's new double melt pizza. Layer upon layer of flavor with a creamy blend of cheeses and herbs between 2 thin crusts. Buy your medium one-topping double melt pizza for $9.99 and get any second medium pizza for just $5 more.
How you doing?
Get the door. It's Domino's new double melt pizza.
It's my game.
My picture.
It's my movies. My favorite TV shows.
Panasonic introduces the only DVD recorder with a hard drive that stores up to 700 hours of your favorite stuff. Call for your free DVD recorder guide now.
It's my home video.
It's my vacation.
It's gotta be my game.
These are my TV shows.
Your life.
Wow.
Now available on DVD. Panasonic. Ideas for life.
Quadro leader engaged hostile. Diving for the neck. Requesting air support. I can't shake it. Still engaged.
Right, Captain. I'm in position. Got a good lock? Box 2. Fireball.
Ace Combat 5. Command squadrons over 30 missions, 50 authentic planes. Rated T for teen.
No crunches ever.
Introducing the Ab Lounge, scientifically designed to get you up off the floor, making old-fashioned crunches a thing of the past.
Sculpt your abdominals using the Ab Lounge jackknife, proven in university testing to be better for your body.
It's as easy as a crunch, but the Ab Lounge design makes every move really count, targeting your abs without wasted effort.
Compare the Ab Lounge to an old-fashioned crunch. The advanced Ab Lounge jackknife generates up to 75% more muscle activity in the upper and lower abdominals, and an amazing 268% more in the love handle obliques.
I have this one pair of jeans. After just 8 weeks, my fat jeans don't really fit anymore.
With its rolled steel frame, the Ab Lounge supports up to 275 pounds.
And it's so easy, almost anyone can use it.
Call now to try the Ab Lounge for 30 days for just $14.95. If you don't agree the Ab Lounge is the best way to a sexy stomach, return it within 30 days for a refund of your $14.95.
Call now and say goodbye to crunches forever.
Get ready for the Digital Digs Dash. Starting November 8th, we're giving away 4 $25,000 shopping sprees. Go to G4TechTV.com to find out more. Digital Digs Dash, brought to you by Circuit City.
Jump Sue! It's Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
Words to live by. Welcome back to X-Play.
Now, we play a lot of games, and many of them have fairly standard in-game animations when you kill an enemy. For example, like they'll all fall over the exact same way no matter how or where you shoot them.
But with the advent of physics engines like the Havoc engine from Deus Ex, for example, in-game death has now become a work of art. Basically, the bodies in these games react to the angle and position of impact.
And the results are oddly compelling. Here's our look at the fine art of in-game death. We here at X-Play love ragdoll physics. It puts the artistry back into capping old ladies, throwing men over railings, and repeatedly shooting a dead guy in the crotch. Yes, thanks to hardworking coders who enjoy meticulously figuring out what people look like when they die. Ragdoll Physics has brought joy to millions of people worldwide. These sweet physics engines make characters expire in-game with spine-snapping gracefulness. Only the very dead and the boneless can bend like that. Ragdoll Physics first appeared in games like Unreal Tournament 2003 and The Minority Report, where there was literally nothing to do but throw men through plate glass windows. Good times. Now, however, you can find physics fun in games from Transformers Armada to Psyops, to the game that figured out bullet time and ragdoll physics go together like Courtney Love and Crazy, Max Payne 2. It's not cruel and unusual. It's entertaining.
What are you doing?
Oh, and let's not forget human darts in Freestyle Metal X, sniping in Far Cry. And while there's something a little creepy about sneaking up behind ladies and clubbing them on the head, throwing them up and down in Thief Deadly Shadows is hilarious. Oops, I think I broke them. So thanks, Ragdoll Physics, for all the memories and for all the flailing yet to come. This one's for you. Ragdoll physics has only been used in games for a couple of years, but at this point, almost every developer is working on their own Ragdoll physics engine.
Why? So they don't have to pay to license one of the existing ones, the cheap bastards. All right, cue the generic music.
Coming up, if The Sims made porn, you'd wind up with this game.
Breaking Benjamin's killer new CD is We Are Not Alone, featuring the #1 smash, So Cold. Hear Breaking Benjamin in the Halo 2 video game. And catch Breaking Benjamin on tour this fall with Korn and Chevelle. Breaking Benjamin's new CD featuring So Cold is available at Target. Come and get it.
This holiday season, Tim Allen is putting a whole new face.
I got Botox.
On Christmas. On November 24th, grab the tree.
Are you sure this isn't illegal?
Are you a cop?
String the lights. And hide the cat. Tim Allen. Jamie Lee Curtis. Christmas with the Cranks. Rated PG.
Your face. It's like it's frozen or something.
In theaters November 24th.
Recruit your buddies on Pathway to Glory, the wireless online multiplayer war game, only on the Engage QD. Rated T for teen. Engage. Anyone, anywhere.
My name is Leroy Michael. Let me tell you what I get out of being a soldier in the United States Army. It's more than just the discipline from the physical challenge and the valuable experience of training on state-of-the-art equipment as a broadcast journalist. For me, it's also about strengthening every aspect of my life. I am an American soldier.
For more details on how you can become a soldier, check out GoArmy.com.
2 letters, TV. Simple, right? Except these days there's HD TV, ED TV.
We could get an LCD TV.
If we don't get help, we'll end up with NO TV.
I guess you're just what I need.
At CircuitCity.com, you can research all the hot new products, compare ratings, even buy online. Plus, find a huge selection of all the top brands every day. Circuit City.
They don't need your pity. They have their own. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
But if you want some, I have extra.
Welcome back to X-Play, the show that has never once compromised its moral integrity. Except in all those other episodes where we covered porn games.
Yes, we've covered the top-dropping ladies of Sexy Beach.
And the medieval hoes of Gothic 2. Now, however, we have yet another pornographic import. Only this time, it's not from Japan. It's from Europe.
Proving once again that porn is truly an international language. Here's a review of Singles, Flirt Up Your Life. Welcome to Europe. The home of soccer violence, Pomfret, and sect-up intelligence reports has another invader heading towards our shores. And it ain't the Beatles. Singles, Flirt Up Your Life, is a berry tickling, boob ogling, ass grabbing hootenanny where the main objective is to flirt, shimmy, and slide right into your roommate's valley of bliss. If you play The Sims, you're ready to flirt up your life, which means, of course, that your tiny Euros will indulge themselves in a near constant barrage of crapping, eating, bathing, whining, working, and trash removal. Matchups can be important. For example, if you put the two self-absorbed ego tarts together, they'll just throw two to each other like cow crap at a rodeo. There's a predictable array of modern personalities, and all come complete with their own catalog of personal attributes and defects. Start with nothing and build your empire one IKEA thing at a time. Or cheat like we did and start with $76 million. Unlike The Sims, we found the catalog of goods a wee shallow. True, the basics are there, but where are the gnomes? Who needs Clayfire, little guys? The Rogo choice here is shagged, sports fans. Let's get these two glistering bits of Eurotrash unto the altar of amore. Easy, Tiger. Before you hurriedly tear the wrapper off that condom, you'll first have to embark on a near-endless foray into the erotic art of talking.
Marco Sapayar.
Allow us to translate. My loins are aflame with a million tender stains as I hover near your hive.
My conical peaks heave with expected languor at the thought of your pate heavy breath basting my body.
Marco Sapayar.
My pencil eraser seems to be depleted. Do you have some I can borrow?
Of course, certain activities add to both romance and sensuality, like bad movies. And this guy, whoever he is. Naked guitars, of course, big points. The American version covers that world-stopping horror known as nudity with fig leaves. Simply changing the config file that says nudity from 1 to 2 gave us a full view of our little EU skin suits. We can't show you that. Nope. Not that either. The problem with Singles is that the routines become all too familiar, all too fast. Though different pairings offer more challenges, you'll soon realize it doesn't take much to reach the promised land. EU. This may be a decent training exercise for a sexless post-puber, but it did nothing for us. We give it a 2 out of 5.
When they get excited, balloons come out of their loins. That can't be sanitary.
And how do they inflate them? Anyway, I had a hard time distinguishing between my goth guy and his girlfriend. You know, you'd think you're looking at the girl in the shower, and then the in-game camera would pan down and hello, Snausages!
Ew. Like most porn, you can download Singles Flirt Up Your Life on the internet.
Snausages.
If you have any questions, ask Adam over here. He's the one addicted to this sick form of online commerce. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to place another bid on a limited edition Star Wars figurine. It's on eBay. You know, it's the one with the Darth Vader's head, and then you open up the Darth Vader head, and then you put in your little figurines into the Darth Vader. Did you have that one?
Yeah, I had that one. Can we talk about the porn now? Star Wars makes me uncomfortable.
But the figurines fit inside his head.
Yeah, we took that harassment class, and I wish you were listening to, you know, anyway. So, if you would like to know more about Star Wars figurines and Morgan's weird thing with that, or my weird thing with what every man seems to have a weird thing with on the internet, come to our website.
That's g4techtv.com.
/exploit.
And I don't think we have that much information about Star Wars figurines on there.
Yeah, but once you're there, you kind of just absorb it. It's like, what's the absorption process called?
What are you talking about?
Absorb it. I don't know. Just gonna die. No, we're talking.
Stay tuned to X-Play next.